Everyone says that high oil prices will hit the economy. But what if I tell you that there is an even more serious problem that most people completely overlook and that we are about to face? If the war in the Middle East ended today, oil prices would start to decrease and would return to normal within a few weeks, or maybe months. But with the new crisis, everything is different. I am talking about a helium crisis caused by the conflict in the Middle East, and it will lead to the fact that buying an iPhone, a car, a laptop, and even using artificial intelligence will become more expensive. And most people don't even suspect this.
Not long ago, Iran attacked Qatar, or more precisely, a helium plant in Qatar. And this facility produced a third of the world's helium. Helium is used not only for inflating balloons, it is also necessary for cooling machines that produce computer chips that underlie the operation of your phones, laptops, and, of course, data centers, including those for artificial intelligence. The company Tesla has already stated that due to the helium shortage, an impact on car production in 2026 is expected. That is why Elon Musk wants to build his own chip production plant.
As in the case with any crisis, this will affect the economy and the stock market, but it also creates opportunities for financially literate people. Therefore, watch until the end. Let's examine it in more detail. Computer chips today are used in practically everything. Demand for chips has sharply increased in recent years, especially because of the development of artificial intelligence. It is expected that by 2026, about 70% of all produced chips will be used by data centers. This means that for ordinary devices, phones, cars, and household appliances, fewer and fewer chips remain. But here is where it becomes truly interesting. To produce these chips, special machines are needed that heat up strongly. For their cooling, helium is used. Without it, production is simply impossible. And here the problem arises. A significant part of helium came from Qatar. For example, Samsung states that 65% of the helium they use came exactly from Qatar. Now this plant is destroyed. The supply of helium has decreased, and demand continues to grow. This is a classic problem, a decrease in supply with an increase in demand. Helium cannot simply be made or quickly replaced. It forms over billions of years, and its reserves are limited. According to estimates, the restoration of production may take up to 5 years. This creates a structural problem. Companies cannot wait 5 years. They need to produce products now. Therefore, scientists say that we are entering a phase of helium shortage. What does this mean for us? According to forecasts, smartphones by the end of 2026 may become more expensive by 10%, and maybe even by the full 20%. Not because of new technologies, but because of the increase in the cost of chip production.
Prices for memory for cars have already increased by 70%, 80%, and even 100% in year-on-year terms. This means that practically all electronics may become more expensive if the chip shortage intensifies. So far, many do not feel this because companies have reserves of chips and helium. For example, Samsung has a helium reserve for about 6 months. Chip manufacturers Apple and Nvidia are secured approximately until the middle of the current year. But if the reserves begin to run out, production will become more expensive. The rating agency Fitch notes that with each week of downtime of the helium plant, risks for the economy grow. Well, now let's talk about opportunities.
Elon Musk has already announced plans to build the largest semiconductor production plant. The head of Nvidia noted that the chip shortage may be beneficial for the company. Prices grow, profits increase.
However, it is important to remember, investments are always associated with risk. One approach is to look for companies that supply helium not from Qatar. For example, Linde Group, the largest supplier of industrial gases in the world, which receives helium from the USA and Algeria. There is also the company Air Products, another global supplier with diversified sources.
Another approach is to invest in chip manufacturers that benefit from price increases, for example through ETF's SMH, a fund for semiconductor companies, SOX, a broader ETF in the chip sector, or by buying individual companies such as NVIDIA, AMD, Broadcom, and so on. Of course, the decision is yours.
So what is the conclusion? We are observing a potential helium crisis that may lead to a chip shortage, and chips are the foundation of the entire modern economy, from smartphones to artificial intelligence. This can become both a problem and an investment opportunity. Everything depends on how you look at it. I hope this video was interesting and, most importantly, useful. Goodbye, everyone.